Okay, I'm going to show you some more about this program. So basically, we're on AZ Bidder website. We already have the real list, Northwest MLS opened up. So basically what we're going to do is just kind of go through some more information that we want to have added to the website. So basically you go back here, you log into AZ Bidder. Under this, auction list, power search, date is on the Friday. We're going to make it this Friday. Hit refresh, and it'll bring us right here. So I'm going to click on this Kidmore property. I'm familiar with this one. We actually have a drive report and stuff on this one. So just a couple more things to look out for in this one. So I'll just click on notes here and we'll go from there. So this one I actually looked at probably a couple times before. These are notes. We actually set a bid on this property back on March 31st for $455,000. We didn't get that property. It obviously canceled or came back on the market somehow. So these are Shane's notes. These are my notes. As you can see, our numbers are pretty similar. That's a good thing. So I do have, this is back in March now, I do have a comps link in here. And it's still live, which is good. Like I said, these links go dead after a little while. So just so you can kind of see, this is, the part that I do to kind of determine the value for the property. But it's not important for this. So back to this. Once you click out of it, you have to click back into it. It's just one of the things with our website. So notes and calc. So we'll go down here, and then we'll see what this one says. So this one has old underwriting. So this one's been up a couple times. It has old underwriting, new underwriting. So what we want to do is go back in here, and I'll probably just delete this just because it's older information. It's not really pertinent for now. Yes vote, that doesn't really matter for now. So we don't want these to be too junked up in here. So we'll keep the comps link in there. I will comp it again just to make sure. Comping is when I do comparable sales for the property just to make sure what it is. I'll use that nickname quite frequently for that. It's just kind of a weird real estate word that we use. So anyway, we'll take this and we'll do kind of what we were doing before. We'll just take the address, copy, paste. And then we'll go to, where's that? Did I lose it? We'll go back to this website. And we'll click out of this box. We'll close this. This was the actual last one on YouTube. We'll close that. We'll close this. And we'll go back in Realist. We will close this report because that's what you have to do. It always stays open in there. You just have to close that report. Copy over this. Paste in your new address. Hit search. Then you'll see this one pop up. If I could go back for a second here. Never mind. I will copy and paste again and just still have the paste on my clipboard. So I'll just paste and search. And this is what we're seeing. We're seeing 2160, 1483. So this is the number we're concerned about. This one's wrong quite frequently. It's the building square footage. So whatever source they're pulling it from, it's typically wrong. So we're going to go in here, and again, like we did last time, take the final judgment. You can copy and paste that, or just remember it, whatever the case may be. So we're going to take this back to this website, and we're going to write final judgment. And what did I say it was? Sometimes it's better to copy paste. 179,706. 179,706. A lot of times I'll just round that out and write 180. So that's close enough. It's only a couple dollars. So so yeah, we got final judgment 180. So what else do we need? We need to see there's no subject link in here. So we want to see if this was on the market anytime recently. So basically we'll go back here to Realist, click on here, and this is just kind of be a refresher. So you'll see it in here. It'll have a subject link, last time marketed. This property hasn't been on the market ever, so it's kind of interesting. Usually they are, at least at one point in time. So you'll see a blue link that says property link, but this one isn't. So this one actually has 2160. So we're all good on this one, 2160. So what we want to do is first we check the final default, then we check to see if it's been on the market before, and we can do like we did in the last video and basically put that link in here if it is. And then the next thing I kind of got cut off in the last video is sewer type and water source. So this one is both public. Public meaning that public water goes to the house from a pipe. There's no well. It's on public water. Public sewer meaning there's no sewer system in your backyard. There's no septic tank. It goes to county wherever. The sewer goes away from the house and not in the backyard, basically. We're going to check the square footage on this one, 2160 above ground. There's nothing on this, so this number plus this number equals that 2160. We're good there. Sometimes I'll write, if there's an attached garage in there, sometimes I'll write it in there just because, particularly if it's a large garage. Kind of what we look for as far as garage is 246 is kind of the number to go by. A 200 square foot garage is 1 car, 400 is 2 cars, 600 is 3 cars. So, if it's a large garage in a small house, I'll usually write that in there. If there's an extra garage, like say this one has, and I don't have an example for this, but say it's an extra garage or something like that, there'll usually be down here it'll have a multiple building summary. I'll write that in there. This one, I might write, if it's right on the golf course, I'll definitely write that. If there's water views I can see on the property, I'll definitely write that in big bold letters. So this one, it's right by this golf club. So great. I'll go in there and I'll write across the street, and I know this property, so don't worry about specifics. Across the street from Inglemore Golf Club. There's an E in there, and I'll just put that in there. No big deal. So since we're looking back at this one, we're looking back at public water, public sewer. I'm not going to write anything else in there. That one's fine. So let's go on to the next one. So next one, click off this property, and like I said, if there's sewer in there, right? If there's not sewer in there, except for like on septic, big capital letters. And usually, if it's on septic, it might be on well too. Say on well, or if it's more than one well, on private well, public well, whatever the case may be. Sometimes it'll say individual well on there. But whatever it says, we want to write that in there, just because it's a costly thing to have to replace. So we'll go down to the next one. This is also another one we looked at, and I'll just kind of go over this. I think the Easy Bidder sites went over this better than I did, but this is a watch, which means it's on our watch list. Camera means we've had it driven before, so obviously this one's been on the market before. A winner, this cup means we actually won the property. Obviously, we haven't won any of these ones. Thumbs up means that I like it. Thumbs down means I don't. I'll see if I can find one. We can actually search by any of these categories in here. So this one's a 3. There's a 3 thumbs up on this one. So let me just go over this real quick. So this one, we're looking inside. That camera means we got a drive report on it. So basically we had someone physically go out, drive the property, take pictures, and then put some calculations in there. So vacant is a very good thing when it comes to these foreclosure properties. It means we don't have to get anyone out of the house. Basically, there's no legal fees associated with it. We can start work on the property right then. So this one's vacant. So if a property is vacant, and I see that in the drive report, what I'll do is basically I'll go down to notes, and I will hit thumbs up 3 times. So let's clear this out. Reset votes. And I can, like I said, I can erase any of these that I want to. If it has the delete thing on there, I can erase it. So if you put something in there in accident, you can always erase it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 yes votes means it's vacant. That means it's a more appealing product to investors because they want to be able to start work right away. They don't have to wait 6 weeks. They don't have to kick someone out of their house, whatever the case may be. They just want to start work right away. So that one's got, I don't know why I did 3 there, but it's a different property. Okay. So we'll go back. We'll sort by spread again, and we'll look at another property. This Kirkland one is an interesting one. So we got a drive on this property. That's an opening bid of $447. That's a good number. We're just looking at the spread. It's 3,000 square feet. There's an estimated value of $939,000. let's say it's a very good deal. There's no drive reports on this one. So basically what happened was I ordered the drive and it got canceled or postponed before the driver got out there, basically. So April 19th, I had it driven, requested to have it driven, and it didn't happen. So we're going to go on this one. We're going to copy and paste this. We're going to go back to Realist. We're going to close this report. We're going to go back over here. We're going to paste it in there. Again. So, okay. So Forbes Creek. Okay, so this one was on the market. So we're going to take that number. First, we're going to look and see what the default is on this one. Final default amount, $396,588. So we're going to go over here to our website, scroll down, final judgment amount, not right amount, just judgment, is, I always forget, hold on, boom, $396. And you can round up, it's not a big deal. I do like to see a dollar sign in there just because, but you can round up. And I typically like these on different screens, just because some of them come back on, whatever the case may be. You can just make it its own screen. Final judgment is its own screen. This one was on market. Click on this, put it on there. Kind of do like I said. We'll look through this one, see if there's any better pictures. So there's only one picture on here. That's from 2004. So these go in chronological order. So this next one should be earlier than 2004. And it was due in 99, so you know, you can take this and you can take this number right here and just since there's only one picture, you don't have to go through the process of, you know, copying and pasting the whole entire link. Just take this and write last sold in 2004 for $635. Last sold in 2004 for $635K. Listing. It's going a little slower since I'm in screencast. Listing stated. Paste, boom. And that's it. That's what you do if there's one picture. You always want to put it in there, but just give the one that has the most information. We don't want to go back 25 years. You know, the one that basically has the most information. You know, this one says this is a 2000 home, so it doesn't matter as much. You know, if there's something that says remodeled or done to the subject model, we definitely want that information. New roof information. You can even look through here. You know, sometimes what I'll do is, you know, if there's good information on this one and good information on the next one, I'll write. I'll click it again. And I'll say last sold in 2004. Then I'll just go back to here, and I'll take that information. That's the same, so I won't do it with that one. But maybe this one says full remodel, nice roof. You know, let's say it isn't a 2000 house. Let's say it's a 1965 house. I'll take this information. I'll just copy and paste this too, and I'll put that in there. You know, you're not going to get the more information, the better. Basically, we don't want to get too crazy, so we're junking it up with a lot of wasted information. But you know, for the most part, you know, the more information that's in there, the better. You know, it's only going to help. You know, people make a decision on whether they want to invest in this property or not. So we'll go back and then we'll look again on Realist and see what that says. We got 1 minute left here, but okay, back on Realist. You know, back to this. This says total living 3,040. So that's a good number. That matches what we have on the website. That 3040 matches. Where's that? This 3040. So that's fine. If it didn't now, let's say it didn't. Let's pretend for a second. We'd want to take this, whatever this number is, total living. You can write total living 3040 square feet. Gross area 3060 square feet. Ground floor, up, second floor, whatever you need to write to make sense of that. So if this number does not equal, the total living does not equal that, I would like you to copy and paste all of these. I don't know if you can copy them. What I would do is just have a Word document set aside that has that. So that's it. They're going to cut me off.